Hey, good evening, YouTube. Hopefully I can get this to work without my camera dying. Someone was nice enough to buy me some batteries for the camera from maybe these are from Tractor Supply. These Job Smart pieces of garbage. And I left the batteries in the camera over the weekend, and it seems to have rotted the battery case out. So that's just effing awesome. So I guess I have to take that apart and fix it. But anyway, I am working on this fancy stancy looking preamp. It's a, well, there you go, P46 by TubeMagic of Canada. 8 tubes in a preamp that doesn't even have a phono stage. Just ridiculous. Thing is not built terribly well. I don't know if it shows up here, but there's a dimple in the chassis here where it's trying to support the weight of the transformer. The transformer doesn't sit square in its cutout, and it's not real solidly mounted. I mean, I can move this thing around pretty noticeably by hand. It should not be so. And I'm trying to roll this thing over so I can show you some previous bad work that's been done to this. I don't think all of this was, built this badly, but as you can see, there's a lot of questionable stuff in here. These caps have all been changed. They're nice capacitors, but I mean that just looks kind of crappy. This one here, I barely touched it, and the leg just kind of broke right loose. Let's see, what else did I find in here? This capacitor here, it's probably not going to focus because the camera's being stupid at the moment. Right on the legs here, it's crusty and starting to leak. Let's see, someone damaged a solder trace there and kind of patched it up with a piece of wire. There's some circuit modification stuff going on over there where they sliced the trace and made a jumper wire, and they're soldering near these caps and melted the jacket. It's probably, like I said, it's probably not going to show up very well, but there's a bunch of melt marks in there. The balanced input-output jacks are unhooked. The wiring is just gone. These wires here were changed. This is the audio feed in. These nice fancy wires, and I've got the attenuator loose here. If I can get it to let go here. But soldering there is not real nice. And the soldering on almost every spot where someone was into this, changing these parts, the soldering is pretty bad. So at a minimum, I've got some solder cleanup to do. Something else I'd found. I kind of dug that out partly by now, but there's a blob of solder going from this component here all the way over to this trace. So it was, the whole thing was kind of shorted out there. Let's see, bad solder work there. There's wire, or where am I here? Thread sticking out from under this piece of wire. The solder joint's pretty bad. The whole thing's generally kind of a mess. See what they did here with the power transformer. This is the hokiest thing I've ever seen. To try and support the bottom of the transformer, as I said, noticed I was moving it around. They took a piece of all thread. You can see it there. There's a piece of all thread bent into a big U that's kind of supporting the transformer. Yeah, wow, I don't know. So I will see what I can do with this thing. Apparently the issue is that it hums, and I'm amazed it only hums. So I'm going to see what I can do with this, but I don't know, it's just kind of a mess. Anyway, thanks for watching. I guess now I get to fix my camera because the battery compartment was all screwed up, so hopefully this won't be my last video. Have a good one. Good night.